Snapmare takedown after the kick to the midsection. Takes down Tiny. Still trying for that double team move. They're not getting it. But Yin is able to get a backbreaker on the big man. I don't know how she lifted him, how she was strong enough to get him up. It's almost as if there's no weight-based physics in this game. Remember, it was a couple of generations of WWF video games after this one before you no longer had the interesting sight of Stephanie McMahon body slamming the Big Show. But you know Yin and Yang are not going to give up until that final bell rings, one way or the other. And now Tiny picking Yang up. What has he got in mind? Well, it doesn't matter because he's going to get a flying head scissors for his trouble. And you can't quite see it on your screen, but Warrior is yelling and screaming at Tiny here. You know, what the hell are you doing? And wait a minute! Double team! Wishbone leg splitter! Tiny is into the deep, deep yellow zone, and he's the legal combatant! It's Yang and Tiny. Tiny is deep, deep, deep in the yellow zone. Crucifix by Yin, but Yin is not legal. That does not count. Yang has to be the one to make the pin. But Tiny is pinnable right now. He is beatable right now. 4.5 minutes remain. Tiny needs to make a tag if he wants to keep the tag team titles with his team. But no, he goes for that full Nelson, trying to take away Yang's momentum and get her a little further into the yellow. If Tiny makes the tag, that's going to be it for the challenge of Yin and Yang. Will they be able to break it up? No, can't get her wits about her. Yang cannot get her wits about her fast enough to get into the corner before the tag was made. Warrior now in legally. Spinning back fist. Yin takes down Tiny. That's smart. Do whatever damage you can to him. Make sure Warrior's got nobody to tag. But Yang also in the very deep yellow zone. Back suplex. Taking down the biggest man. He's not just the big man, he's the biggest man. Tiny retreating to the corner, and Yang very wisely tagging in her partner Yin before taking her 5 count and taking her full liberties with Warrior. If Yin and Yang are going to pull this out, they're going to have to do it now. No! Vertical suplex reversed. Warrior, I think, is going to be the breakout star of the big business tag team. He's the Shawn Michaels. Tiny, I regret to say it, but probably the Marty Jannetty. Kick to the... Alright, drop kick takes down Yin. Yin is legal. And again, working it down. Yin and Yang, they both use the same Hisatsuwaza. It's called the Duality Driver, also known as a Michinoku Driver. Warrior's Hisatsuwaza is the Dogs of War. And that's a Tombstone Pile Driver. Tiny uses the Death from Above. It's a big leaping splash that he uses to end his opponents. Right now, none of those moves are in play because everyone's still at least in the yellow zone. Yin in trouble here, and Spinebuster into the deep yellow. Warrior in complete control here, and he's in the enemy corner, but there's nothing Yin can do about it at the moment. Her partner's in even more trouble energy-wise than she is. Alright, 3 minutes and 10 seconds approximately left on this clock. We are no doubt into our second video by now, so thanks for sticking with us. Tiny back into the ring. Are they going to plan a double team? Maybe a wishbone of their own? I don't know. No! Warrior telling Tiny to get the hell out. No double team for you. Warrior saying he's going to take care of business on his own. He doesn't need Tiny here. That's not a good attitude for a tag team, especially tag team champions, to have. But looking at the energy meters, it's hard to argue. Kick to the midsection, running knee lift. Yin in serious trouble, and a running fist drop, big punch to the sternum. Yin and Yang versus Warrior and Tiny in the AWL, where we believe in equality of the sexes. That's right, men wrestle women, women wrestle men, and guess what? We consider them to be equals. Except for right here, we've got a lift up choke slam into the red zone. Thank God for that last tag. Yang, the last hope of the team after the Goozle choke slam combination. Yin is out of this. She is in the red zone, but I I don't think Big Business saw the tag. I don't think they realize the tag's been made and that Yang is the legal fighter. Yin needs to get out of here. Element of surprise, and wait a minute, Yin pushing disqualification here. Her clock has expired. She's got to get out of here. 5, 4, 3. And yes, finally, Yin retreating to the corner before she forces a disqualification. And wait a minute, what's happening here? Yang is still in trouble. Warrior's legal. And Warrior is not going to tag Tiny in. He hates doing that anyway, but not going to tag Tiny in with this current situation. 2 minutes, the clock always the champion's friend. The champion's advantage. Spinebuster. Yang in trouble. There's nothing Yin can do. And again, working over the legs, just tearing Yin and Yang apart. Beating them down, beating Yang down into the red zone and hopefully putting her away. Warrior still solid in the green zone. He's not left. I don't think Warrior has left the green zone at any point in this match. Okay, might as well talk about next week. Next week is going to be all about the high score challenge. 10 wrestlers will get the opportunity to compete in the high score challenge. The winner faces Wonder Kid for the world title at White Day Massacre. And wait a minute! Head scissors takedown by Yang followed him up immediately with the chin lock. Very quick use of that move. And a kick to the midsection. Is Yang building up some momentum? Yes, she is. Snapmare takedown. Warrior in and out of the yellow zone. He's flashing in and out of the yellow. Etsugiri. Warrior in the yellow zone. 90 seconds remain. Is it too little too late? Yin's coming in, I should say, but so is Tiny. And the drop kick. No. Yang able to get the clothesline on Warrior, the flying clothesline. Right hand is completely broken down here. Yin is back up into the yellow zone. It's all men yellow. Reversal. That could be the end of that. German suplex. And Yang is in the red. And she's the legal fighter. Warrior. The Warrior's going to go for the pin. The clock demands... wait a minute. Quick kick out by Yang. I'm not sure... Did Tiny just break up that pin? Did Tiny just break up the pin? What the hell? 1 minute left, and Warrior's into the yellow, is deep in the yellow zone. Yang in the red, Yin in the yellow. There's no time left on the clock. I don't know if Yang can afford the time it will take to go for a pinfall. And wait a minute! Go for a tag, I mean. Dogs of War! Cry havoc, and let slip the Dogs of War! Hisatsuaza, 1, 2... And Yin is able to break it up with less than a minute left. I don't know how Yang is still conscious. Head scissors to Warrior. Tiny has healed himself back up into the green zone. If a tag is made to Tiny, the match is over. But Warrior, they've got maybe a sliver of a chance of knocking him down. Miss with the drop kick, swatted away. All men red for Yin and Yang, but a crucifix! Legal! Legal! It's all legal! Tiny must retreat by the referee's decision. 1! Referee's order. 1. Only a 1 count. But still, only 2 seconds away from new tag team champions. And tag... Warrior doesn't want to make the tag, but reluctantly does, realizing Tiny is back into the green zone. We've got 23 seconds. This will go to a judge's decision. That means that the tag team... titles will not change hands. The judge's decision is irrelevant. Arm drag. Spinebuster. Yang deep in the red zone. Yin's the legal fighter. It's Yin and Tiny, but we've only got 10 seconds left. Yin back into the red. It's all men red for Yin.
Yang. No time for covering a 3 count here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Game over. Judges, please give us a decision. Here are your winners by decision, Warrior and Tiny. Alright, that does it for us tonight. Big Business standing tall in the tag team division. Next week, it's the High Score Challenge for the AWL #1 contendership to the World Heavyweight title. We'll see you next week. For everybody here at the AWL, I'm Ryu Sensei. Good night, and God bless.